Welcome back to John Stalvern's Bogus Journey. We've entered Delta 4. We were following the Doctor through the teleporters in Delta 3, and we finally caught up with him. And as we enter Delta 4, it's a little quieter and more ominous than these other areas. Covered in blood and just completely bare skeletons. And someone had a good time writing on the walls. Who was it? Who wrote on the walls? Was it one of you? Whose PDA is this? Oh, it's you. Clearly, he wrote on the walls. He took half our health off with his chainsaw. But, hey, he died doing what he loved, right? Should we all be so lucky? Whose PDA is this? One of you guys? It's Jack Gilbert. Jack Gilbert is a security specialist, no audio logs. Email about the ammo cabinet. Just a little reminder, they changed the security clearances again today. The new code for Locker 104 is 579. No doubt you need to use it. Also, could you call facilities? That chainsaw man is writing on the walls again with blood. Maybe his or someone else's. We're not sure. Hold on. Risky. I have no health left, but it was worth it to try to get a kiss in. It was worth it. Well, they have the locker code on this monitor. Not sure why they have it in the PDA if they're just going to have it here as well. But I mean, it's useful. Oh, and look what we have here. Just what we need to solve our chainsaw wound woes. Our gaping chainsaw wounds all over our body. Hey, how you doing, right? Wow, you've been working so hard. I don't know. I was trying to think of like a joke where he's working so hard he's dead on his feet, but he was in the chair, so you can't say he's dead on his feet, right? Joke doesn't work. John Stalvern does not like telling half-hearted jokes. He puts his whole heart into it. Just like he puts his whole heart into love, if he found the right person. Will that person be someone holding a chainsaw? Possibly. Look, we don't know.
You cannot escape.
Look what we found here. We finally made it to the heliporter, but in addition to that, we found two very big boys, which need a big gun in response.
Your hell awaits you.
Well, we finally made it to that heliporter we were so looking forward to. And it did what we might expect it to do. It heliported us. I mean, what else was going to happen? Well, we did catch up to the Doctor, but unfortunately the Doctor was behind some protective glass, so he was not hurt by the BFG. But those two Hell Knights were. Our first encounter with the Hell Knights. And there was someone who was trying to get out. Find the thing we seek. The only thing John's looking for is love. Might he find love in hell? It seems unlikely. But it's been a crazy day. Well, they're just cleaning up the mess. Speaking of mess, we can't really make too much of a mess now because our weapons are gone. All those weapons we've been collecting throughout the game, gone. As we've been entered into hell with only a flashlight, and that's it. Gonna fight our way through the legions of hell, bonking them with this. Fortunately, we don't have to do that because there are some UAC supplies from one of their expeditions here. So we have a handgun, and we have a shotgun. Better than nothing. Alright, so finally we get a change of scenery. We've been in that stuffy old Mars base this whole time. Getting kind of samey. Finally, we're out and about. I mean, you can't really get a good kiss in. The mouth is too big. Fit your whole fist in there. Looks like there's only one place for us to go, and that is the ominous energy beam with screaming souls in it. I mean, we're in hell already. No need to be cautious at this point, I guess. We fell. But fortunately, this is what John is used to at this point. I mean, the shifting walls and all that, he's not so used to that. He's also not so used to the whole, endless abyss surrounding us as we cling for our lives on these tiny platforms. But he's used to shooting. He's in his element when dudes come out, and then he can shoot the dudes. But dealing with the with another dimension, and that dimension being hell, and the shifting realities within, not really his department. I mean, his department was supposed to be Alpha Labs. But we left that a long time ago. Well, it's a Hell Night, but we don't have our big weapons. We're just gonna have to make do with a shotgun. Now, you might have noticed the most dangerous part of fighting the Hell Knight. How do you kiss such a large boy? He's way too tall. Ow. He's way too... He can't... How do we do it? You could just throw those fireballs right at me? Hey, he's just... Like, when he ducks down to bite you. And when he does that... He does get a little bit lower. A little bit. You can't get too much of a kiss in there, though. Maybe if I got, like, a step stool, and then next time we encounter him, I can just stand on that. Get, like, more of an even footing. We should appreciate the architecture, the environment. Oh, yeah, look at this. Skeleton party. Someone's having a good old time, spinning around. Woo! Spinning upside down for eternity. Now, he was about to stop, but he's continuing to go. He's keeping it going. Look, you gotta make your own fun, especially when you're in hell. Speaking of our own fun, we get more weapons. And health and ammo. A voice said, life, when we walked down here. And what would happen if we walked down the other one? Clearly, it would just be more life. It was not more life. But those are the two sides of the coin, right? Life and more life. Gotta think positively. Lost souls may be the only thing around here that's more desperate than John for a kiss. They're way too aggressive. We do have to watch it. All this romance seeking has left us with little life. So, yep, someone teleporting. Anyone behind us? You know, it could be a romantic spot with if you're with a special someone. You know, in a bit, better circumstances, let's say. You and your honey could just sit on this platform and watch the tortured souls fly up to eternity, which is what I assume is going on there. I'm no theologist. I mean, I did have some Bible schooling after school classes when I was a kid. Sure, I don't remember them addressing the well of souls coming from the cosmic abyss in hell. I don't remember what they said about that. I'm sure it was covered. You know, it gets you wondering. These demons did a really good job of killing everyone in the Mars base. But if they're so good at it, how is it that they are unable to kill this one man when this one man, all he has are just guns just like everyone else? And here he is on his own in hell, and they still can't do it. What is it? What is the reason? What is the difference here between John Stalvern and everyone else? And I can only assume the difference is his lust, his need for romance that he's just not getting. Maybe everyone else in the Mars base, maybe they either were in relationships, or maybe they were just married to the job, or, you know, just fine, just staying single. But John Stalvern, he's got a hunger inside him. He's got a fire, just like the fires of hell, except metaphorical, and in his body, except not really, because you would die if there was a fire in your body. There's a large pit underneath this floor, and a plasma rifle right there. It's probably fine. It was not fine.
Death will not be your end. Your soul will burn in hell forever.
At least the elevator came to a soft stop. Whoop. Nope, not quite. Well, we know what this is. Though the Berserk pack is pretty hard to use in the VR game because you have to physically punch, and it's timing, like the spacing feels a little off. So why don't we just stick with guns? Dr. Petruger is saying that we're going to burn in the fires of hell. Little does he know that John was already living in his own hell. The hell of loneliness. That's the reason that these demons aren't able to kill him. That's the reason the drive and the fire within him is beyond anything they can understand. Like it was destiny for John to be lonely, leading to this moment. People who are content, people who are satisfied. Perhaps they would not have the will to survive the attack of the demons. But John can't die now. He's got unfinished business in love. More UAC supplies, and a PDA. Someone taking down some notes while exploring hell. Let's see what they had to say. PDA is from Simon Garlick, who, let's see, research specialist. Look at his emails. From Heather Elaine. Simon, as you know, you've been assigned to Expedition 14A2. There are several goals we hope your team will be able to meet while on expedition. Since you are familiar with the discovered tablets, we would like you to find cooperative evidence on the other side of the main portal. Similar writings of any kind should be photographed and collected. Primarily, we are looking to capture several more biospecimens. Having already collected many of the smaller imp creatures, we would like to bring back one of the larger ones, described by others as a Hell Knight. Very scientific classification. Previous expeditions have reported seeing them at the main portal destination, where you will be arriving. You will have several weapons with you, but we ask that you attempt to use non-lethal force. We would really like to have a live specimen, if possible. Finally, traveling through the portal has caused varied reactions. For our records, we would like you to keep an audio log of everything you experience for us to later analyze. I hope you have a safe trip. Heather. Yes, no big deal. Bring back a Hell Knight alive. We would really like it if you could do that. No problem. Let's see. New email, Dimensional Uniqueness. Simon, in preparation for your jump next week, I wanted to inform you of another task list item we need to cover. Since the main portal has not been operational for a few weeks, we have not had time to follow up on some of the physiological reports. While on the other side of the portal, pay close attention to your stamina while working and moving around. Many individuals have reported a lack of being tired, and some work constantly without the need for rest. One of the teams has called it the Hercules Complex. Anyhow, to help us further our study, please record any additional information related to this phenomenon. Thank you, and good luck next week. Earl Besh. That probably has to do with all of the medkits lying around. Like, if you feel hurt or tired, just slam a medkit into you, and you're good to go. You don't have to sleep at all then. It's a miracle of science. Okay, they wanted him to record some audio logs. We got a couple. One of them is called Separated from Team. The second one is the ominously titled Still Separated from Team. Let's listen to the first one.
This is the audio log of research specialist Simon Garlick, dated August 8th, 2145. It seems that I have misplaced the rest of the science team. I don't know how it happened. This place, well, I don't know what this place has done. One moment there, I'm taking samples, and the next thing I know, I turn around and everyone's gone. There 1 second, turn around, and they're gone. I can't raise anyone on the comlinks. The only signs of the team I can find are tools and other personal effects that seem to be left behind. Almost as if they had stopped working midway through running experiments. This place does funny things with your eyes and your perception of time. Hopefully, I just went into the next sector and I'm waiting for me to catch up. I'm going off to find you now. This is Simon Garlic. Signing off.
All right, his team disappeared without a trace. I like the way he puts it, that he misplaced the science team. It's kind of surprising because, from what we've seen, these demons are not subtle. They're not quiet. They're not stealthy, but apparently the entire team just vanished without him noticing. I guess those demons were on a sneaking mission at the time. Okay, now, still separated from team. What's been happening, Simon?
This is the audio log of research specialist Simon Garlic, dated August 10th, 2145. It's been 2 days now since I've seen any other team members. I don't know how I've survived this long and how I got away. They were just, torn apart. They can only be described as demons. I have never seen such a big thing move so quickly. Oh dear God, what has happened to us? The teeth. Well, that's the last thing I've ever seen. Teeth. The sounds. Words cannot describe. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before they find me again. I'm convinced they are toying, allowing me to stay 2 steps ahead of them. I can see the shadows sometimes. Why have they taught me? I'm not sure how much longer I can. I'm shooting in shadows here. And every moment I feel it creeping closer toward me. Oh God. Oh God, it should never happen.
Well, sounds like things got worse. Though I wonder, I wonder if Simon Garlic was the guy that we saw get out of the portal when we went to the teleporter. Sounds like he was the only one of the team left alive. And he actually did get back to Mars, but unfortunately he was being followed. And he didn't make it. He did not make it. Of course, we're quite used to people almost making it and then kind of just dying in front of us. We're very much used to that at this point. Okay, we're gonna do a little run and jump here. Hup. There we go. As we're exploring hell, one thing that we should wonder... Do I hear some lost souls? Oh, yeah, there we go. One thing that we should wonder is what our goal here is... Oh, there's another one. What our goal here is exactly. I think I can get above him. We'll get him when I get above him. What our goal is here in hell exactly. We're just kind of wandering around, so what are we doing? Well, we did hear the doctor, when we arrived, say that we will never find the thing we seek. He didn't specify, but we do know, from what Ian told us, rest in peace, Ian, that the doctor... I don't think there's stuff over there. Yes, there is. Good, because I do need some health. Yeah, there's that guy. The doctor did take the soul cube into the portal. And then that's when the demons attack. So I don't know if John Stalvern is deliberately looking for the soul cube. It just so happens that we've ended up arriving at where it is. I mean, really, that's the doctor's fault. We arrived at the heliporter. He turned it on. And then pulled us in here. If he hadn't done that, would we have gone to hell? Well, I mean, we wouldn't really have had a reason to, probably. But we're here. And we know there is... Oh, that guy just... He didn't even... There wasn't even an animation of him teleporting. He just kind of blinked in. We're here. We know there's a thing to find, so find it we will. Oh yeah, there's some... Hey. You know, last year I played Doom 64 for the first time. For the PC re-release. And it just occurred to me, because I'm getting bonked by Lost Souls, and just kind of reminded me how in Doom 64, Lost Souls are gotta be the most deadliest enemy in that game. They kill you so fast. I had more trouble with them than anything else in that game. Doom 64 was good. I'd never actually played it before in the N64. I liked it quite a bit on the PC. Did I pick up everything there? At it. And if you're going to use torsos as your torch holders, you wouldn't think that would hold up for very long, but it seems like it's doing a good job. About to say, did anyone teleport in behind me? Well, you know, it occurs to me that they haven't really been doing that trick in Hell. In the Mars base, they love doing that. They love having you walk in somewhere, then enemies are in front of you, and then enemies spawn behind you. Do it all the time. Not seeing that being done so much here. I guess we see why the demons were... We've seen them teleport in and out and move around like that. I guess we see why that's necessary, considering how much empty space there is in Hell. Like, what if I wanted to get over to that rock over there? How am I going to do that? Gotta figure out how to teleport. Over there, that green cube, that's some BFG ammo. Which is notable because if we walk around here, yeah, there is a little BFG hidden right there. And that's good to pick up right now, because... So it's possible to miss this BFG. Most of the BFGs so far, actually all of them, it is possible to miss. The first one was in Abram's office, and you can miss getting the combination for his office. The second one was in a Martian buddy cabinet, and it's possible to not know the combination for that. This one is hidden around here, and so it's entirely possible that you might not see that there's a little, like, ledge around there. So far they are being coy with the BFG, making it so it could very well be possible that you just don't get it at this point. Not that we've been having problems with guns and ammo. At least on this difficulty. We've been getting plenty of resources. And you can just go with whatever is your preferred method for specific enemies. You don't really have to... You don't really have to use any particular weapon for anything. Like, I used the BFG against that Hell Knight, but a shotgun works fine, too. As well as the chain gun. Just it's your own decision. Do what you want. Maybe on harder difficulties, it's a bit more strict. The only hard and fast rule, of course, as ever in Doom, is do not use a rocket launcher against lost souls. You learn that lesson at some point when you first start playing a Doom game. Gotta love the hanging cages of meat. Just undefined meat. In cages. Very Shadow Man. Good thing the explorers made it quite a ways in so they can just leave stuff around for us. It'd be pretty difficult if there was none of this stuff here. Ow. Is there any health here that I didn't pick up? No, there's armor and some bullets, but no, not health. Oh, I can just push this around? I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do that. I don't think that's supposed to be a pushable brick, but pushable it is. I'm quite sure I'm not going to be able to put this up the stairs. It'd be too... Come on. Can I move it with my hands? No. I have to move it with my body. Move that body, girl. Okay, it's in the corner now. I don't think I can get this out. Nope, I just walk over it. I don't want to bring that up. Okay, now I can, like, duck down and push it. Can I get it up the stairs? What if we could take a souvenir hell brick with us back home? No, okay. It stops moving. Well, okay, no, I cannot get it up the stairs. Pretty sure I cannot get it up there. We wanted to take a souvenir back home with us. I don't think that's happening. Ah, just what we need. Yeah, I thought someone was there. I have been killed by him before. Get past the Mancubus, and you're like, oh, got past that, walking, and then he's just right there and kind of slams you upside the head. Get into some good meat in the cave meat. Some good cave-grown organ meat. You can't beat it.
Your soul moves closer to me.
Doctor does like going on about souls and such. It's kind of his thing.
Suffering and faith waits for you.
Alright, we found another beam of light and an explorer who made it this far, but no further. Let's pick up his stuff. No PDA, so we'll never know who this brave explorer was. Alright. I'm going to stop and start the recording because the boss fight here, if I remember right, can take a little bit. So I'm just going to stop it and then we'll get going. Alright, fresh recording. Let's get in here.
Save us.
It's that soul cube we've been hearing so much about. But it's got a guardian. Alright, time for a big actual boss fight. We've had some sort of pseudo-boss fights, but this is the main one that we've had so far. This is the Guardian. He's a big tough boy, and he's also invincible. And it might take you a little while to figure that out. But yes, nothing we have can actually hurt the boy. But he's blind.
Destroy the Seekers, and
Yep.
the Guardian becomes vulnerable.
The Soul Cube is giving us some advice. And it can talk, is the thing. So we're here to get the Soul Cube. We found it. The Soul Cube's rooting for us. And it wants us to free it. Now, it has no eyes, the Guardian. Can't see. So it has these things up there that see for it.
Destroy the Seekers, and the Guardian becomes vulnerable.
They move around pretty quick, though. And as you can see, they fly. So when I start shooting them... Okay, there we go. They're all down. Now, when that happens, like, this energy appears above the Guardian, and it spawns more Seekers. And that is where it is vulnerable in the energy orb. Well, I mean, that's where we're all weak. The energy orb is very sensitive. Generally would be rude to attack someone in the orb, but this is a desperate circumstance. Oh, okay, it was open. Can't let the Guardian get too close to us. No. Still one more. One more's alive. I think I'm aiming a little low. There's like a dark orb right above him. I think I should be aiming right into the orb. I'm like shooting a little low to make sure that the rocket explodes, so the area of effect hits the weak point. But I probably just should aim straight at that orb. Fortunately, we got a ton of rockets, and I really have not been using the rocket launcher in this game. So, at last it is coming into some use. Now, this is a exceedingly large boy, so it might not be surprising to you to know that you cannot kiss. He will just ram you with his horns if you attempt to kiss. It's hard to get close at all, really. There's just so much going on with him. Alright, there's only one left right now. Why don't we see if we can do a bit more damage? Ah, I missed him. Okay. Did I walk into, like, some fire or something? Fortunately, I don't think there's any more healing to be found. There we go. And we did it. We found the cube.
We are many. We are one. We are the brilliant Thor. You know us as the Soul Cube. Free us from our eternal prison, and we will help you. Vanquish our enemies, and we grow stronger. Listen for our call, and then free us to smite down the evil.
Yeah, we know. We read the report. Kill 5 dudes, and then the Soul Cube can be used as a weapon. We remember that report. And the
Evil gives us life and makes us stronger. Unleash us when you hear our call. We will pass the life force to those we slay to you. We foresee a great battle. The outcome is not clear. We are the only way to destroy Hell's mightiest warrior.
Well, okay, the dude we fought was not Hell's mightiest warrior. There is another dude who was even mightier. But hey, we got a new friend here in Hell, and you know what that means. Mwah! Big ol' kiss to the Soul Cube. And, yeah, we've had a friend, and now we're out of here. Activate that teleport sequence. And we're back to the Mars base. That's right, we've now been to Hell and back. And I mean, it seems like it was a mistake from the Doctor to send John there. The thing that the guy was trying to hide was there, and now John's got it. Being guarded by the Blind Guardian. And that is a pretty tough fight, the first time you do it. Because you're not really sure what you're doing. I mean, the cube does tell you.
To enter this world, the invasion is solved with only the first wave. The Hell Gate is capable of sending millions of my children into your world. Soon, the fleet from Earth will be here, and with their ships, we will bring this hell to Earth.
Alright, well, Petruger, he's still real happy about the demon invasion of Earth. He's not in the control room anymore. He's gone. But we're back, and we brought our new friend with us. That's right. This is now a buddy adventure, as John and the Cube are going to continue their trek through the Mars base to attempt to find Petruger and put an end to the demon party. That's right. Not many people know that Doom was almost going to be called It has like a little thing, little animation it does. Doom was almost going to be called Demon Party. Little known. Actually, that's not a fact. I shouldn't say that because that is not a fact. It is not a true fact. Doom is probably a better name than Demon Party anyway. I'm going to say. Do you think so? Yeah, I do. SoulCube agrees. SoulCube thinks Doom was a better name. So, okay. We're out of Hell, which seems kind of strange that Hell is only one level, considering this is Doom. But we're out of Hell, we're back in the Mars base, and we got places to go and people to meet, or at least a person to meet, that person being the Doctor, as we continue on with Doom 3 with our new friend.